Yeah. welcome all the viewers to the 22nd Chessbrainz Club Arena. I'm Abhishek. We have Coach Nirav Vishal with us today. Hi Nirav, are you excited for the tournament?
Yeah, hello Abhishek. Hello everyone. Welcome to the 22nd Chessbrainz Club Arena Battle. And I'm really excited to see the battle between young kids and young talents. After every tournament, I can see that the level of this tournament is increasing week by week. So it will be really grateful for me to watch out the games.
Definitely. And we also have a great announcement to make. Chessbrainz is back with a tournament which is Battle of 64 Championship. This tournament has a lot of speciality. The prize pool is going to be of 64,000 Indian rupees. The first prize is going to be of 15,000 rupees. Nirav, can you add more to this, please?
Yes, this tournament, as Abhishek added, that it will be uh, uh, the cash prize will be of 64,000, and the format we have is 3 minutes. Okay, so the time format is the blitz format, and I think it will be at uh, Indian time at evening. Yes, and the cash prize is not only for the main prizes, we have prizes for the kids also, under 7, under 9, under 11, so that the kids can also feel the enjoyment and the competition of their own category level. So this will also be there, and yeah, there will be, I think, many some of the title players may also join. I think there will be participants, approximately thousands of participants we can expect, something like that. So it
Definitely.
will be really exciting.
So this is going to take place on Sunday at 26th October at 7:30 p.m. IST. Please mark your calendars. The entry is completely free. You just have to go through the registration process and you just have to join on the day of the tournament. We are going to give you more details, obviously. So, Grandmaster Srinath has endorsed this. And even on the day of the stream, he's going to tune in with us on the stream itself. Now we have here the price pool breakdown as you can just see on the screen. We have special thing about this tournament is we have a youth category, okay? So we have under 7 prizes, under 10 prizes, and even under 13 category prizes as well. So none of the kid is going to left without the prizes this time. We have the best female prize as well, youngest player, oldest player, and the best unrated player as well. Now, yeah, I will quickly take you through the registration process, how you can register for the tournament. Once you visit this link, you need to click on register here button and you will be redirected to a Google form. Now, on the Google form, you just need to log in with your own email. Okay, and once you log in with your own email, for instance, a form is going to open up in front of you. You need to put up your own email using which you are going to register. Then you need to give your full name, XYZ whatsoever, your phone number, anything can be there. Just choose your country, choose your date of birth. Date of birth is really important while registering for the players who are willing to get an underage prize pool. Then please select your gender, the category you are aiming for. If you are just out of the category, please select the open as your category. Put your Leech's username. We don't want this username to be new. We want this username to be at least 2 months old, and we want some games to be played on your username already to verify it's a genuine account and it doesn't have anything malicious. Put your FIDE ID or USCF ID if you have any of it. Then you need to put your rating if you have any of those ratings as well. You can put a proof of the age, any proof, any national identity, anything you can put, just upload here, any documentation. Go through our terms and conditions, click on I agree if you have gone through it already, and then click on the submit button. That is where you will get a link to join our community, and once you join, you will get the rest of the details there only to join the tournament further. So, Nirav, would you like to add upon something here?
Yes, this tournament format will be arena format. So arena format, many viewers may not know about that. The tournament duration will be 1 hour, The duration will be, of course, of 1 hour, and in that duration, you can play as many games as you can. It means, suppose one of your game is ending in 5 minutes, the other one in 6 minutes. So it's not like a game. There will be like 10 rounds, 15 rounds. No, try to play as many rounds as you can and enjoy the game. So there will be 1 hour, and yeah, the arena format will be there, and this will be really enjoyable. And also about the players who will be playing. I think the quality of the tournament will be too high. And Srinath sir is, of course, joining for streaming. If you don't know, Srinath sir was the coach of the Indian Olympiad team in 2024, where both the men and women teams won the gold medal. So, yes, he will be
Yes,
streaming there. One of the best coaches ever will be there.
yes. And even we are going to have many invited international masters, grandmasters with us who will also compete in this tournament. Apart from that, there are some frequently asked questions that we have got, and we are ready with the answers as you requested us earlier. So when are we going to announce and distribute the prize pool? The tournament is going to end on 26th of October at 8:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time, and the prize pool is going to be distributed on 2nd of November. Now, why 2nd of November? We are going to have this cool down period of 7 days, where if we find if somebody is not playing, with all the standards which are needed to be maintained, that player might get disqualified. So we have one anti-cheat checking team and even the leeches algorithm. So working all that around, we are going to announce the final winners on 2nd of November on our socials. So make sure you have followed us on the Instagram. Now, how the prizes are going to be sent? We are going to support UPI, NEFT, IMPS, bank transfers, everything. For international players as well, we are supporting people, and if you, in some special case, we might also support some other payment methods as needed. What happens if someone cheats? I know most of you guys don't do. I know that pretty well. But yes, there are some who does. So we have a very high, anti cheating mechanism already. We are working in close touch with leeches to make sure this tournament has no cheaters in it. And even we are going to have a team is going to be manually reviewed from the side of Chessbrainz in those 7 days of period. So there's no chance of cheating. If you cheat, you will get disqualified. You will not qualify for the prize pool, and the prize pool will be given to the next participant after you in the ranking. What is the last day to register for this tournament? It is 23rd October, and we are going to accept the entries till 11:59 p.m. only. Once the 24th October starts, the registration forms are automatically going to close, and we are not going to entertain any new entries after that. Do I need any minimum requirement to participate? The answer is a big no. You don't need any FIDE rating, any USCF rating, you don't need any leeches rating. You just need to be playing just regularly on leeches from the ID you participate, and you are all welcome. If you there is no age criteria as well. A kid and an old age person all can participate. But if you are under 18, please make sure you use your parent or guardian's details while registering. Then, what is the criteria for best unrated player? Now we understand most of you might be even unrated, but to verify it from our side, while registering, we request you to put your FIDE ID or USCF ID so we can cross check that you are an unrated player and you qualify for that prize. And if a player is going to win multiple prizes in multiple categories, then the prize of the highest amount is going to given to that person. Only one prize is going to be given, even if a player is winning multiple prizes. So audience, if you have any query with this tournament, you can put us in the chat box to the point we start the tournament, and then we are just going to roll in within few minutes. age proof is not compulsory. If anyone wants to play, they can just register and join. But if you want to get qualified in any of the prize pool category, like, for instance, you can say under 7, under 9, under 10, under 13, whatever prize categories are there, under 7, 9, 10, and 13, then you need to just upload your age proof, any of it, any national identity from your own country. Again, we welcome all the countries through the globe, so it is not restricted at all. What if anyone are playing in two accounts and cheating? Both the accounts and that person will get disqualified, and they will not be welcomed in the upcoming tournaments of Chessbrainz, and we'll make sure they cannot participate anywhere in the community after that. We have good reach, so please do not take those kind of steps. Yeah. And yeah, we even have like I guess we have the best veteran as well. If you're registering as an oldest player, if you claim yourself to be the oldest chess playing player, right, you're going through a good age, and for that also putting an identity will help you to qualify for your prize category. So definitely you can look into those things as well. So please don't.
People are thinking like people are thinking that there is only the leeches committee, but we have a separate committee. Don't forget about that, as you have also mentioned earlier also. So what we will do, particularly the prize winners, there will be a strict checking of all the moves that will be played game by game. So don't even think about cheating. It's the worst thing you can do. Enjoy the game. It's not about winning the cash prizes. It's about enjoying such a big tournament where thousands of participants, IMs, GMs will be participating. Try to play your best, hope for the best. Because if you cheat, then you're not going to be left out, because we have a very, very strict system here. It's not like a very, you can say, a normal tournament. Very strictly, cheating is prohibited. Yes.
That's true. And we got another query. I felt and I wanted to be in the age category. I am at the age of 12, but I don't have any age proof. Is it possible? You can reach out to the Chessbrainz team. You can have a word with them, and you can see how the things can work around. But as far as the rules are concerned, the discipline is concerned, I think that is needed, obviously. Okay, let's just dive into the tournament itself now. I think it's taking long. So the tournament is just about to begin in next 30 seconds. And there we go. So we have currently 39 participants who have entered in this tournament. We have top master with the highest rating of 1829. Then we have Eban with the 1782. We have Sankeet with 1718. So then we have the 1400, 1500 players. And when we look at the last page of the tournament, we also have a player with 495 rating. So these players are not worrying about the competition, but they just want to grind, they just want to get experience, and they want to get something out of this tournament for themselves. So we are getting the next request for Mr. Chess Forever, and we are quickly going to go through their game because they made the first request.
Yes. Let's quickly jump into it.
Yeah. So Mr. Chess Forever is playing black, and Abhi the champion is playing from the white pieces.
Right.
We see sort of London on the board, right?
Yes.
We see sort of London right now.
London
I'm not a big fan of knight c6 because you lose the mobility of your c pawn in the center, right?
You want to play c5. In this opening, the main weapon for black is c5, especially in the London. Not only d4, c5 is a very important break. At any moment, like move number 3, move number 6, move number 10, c5 is always a possibility.
Definitely. c5 has to be flexible. I completely agree with you. Now I see the idea of white playing knight h4 and try to trade off a bishop for a knight if they want to.
Yes, or maybe just play c4 because the you can say this b7 is a weakness. Or you can just play the normal setup of the London, which is c3, bishop d3, takes queen
even
d3.
You can go with the normal setup, or going with even the c4 is a very solid option, as you said, because the b7 can be later on. Just let's say we push with c5.
The dark bishop has moved.
Yes. Okay, both kids are trying really well right now. The game is just taking a shift right now. Okay, the pawn structure is a bit collapsed for the white here. But I will not worry much about my pawn structure because I can always trade that pawn off on c4, right?
And the pawn has been added towards the center, and the b file has been a good asset for white. So I don't think it's a bad thing for white. It's
And
actually,
now
I
if
think, a good
c4,
thing.
c5, then b7 is going to be a terrified position for the black to handle.
Yes, sure. And
Definitely.
knight h4 is now a very good plan. Knight h4 should be a very great plan.
Yeah, even knight h4 is an idea, and for black they can always think of. But yeah, a quick c4 is a very solid weapon by the white here.
Sure.
Okay, white wants to go with the flank attack. This was quite unexpected because now you can't castle on the queen side as it's slightly broken right now. And if you open up the king side also, you're looking to play a game where your king is going to maybe spend more time in the center.
Maybe he should have waited for black to castle. He should have waited.
Yeah, I mean, I think G4 was not. I mean, yes, this bravery can reward. I'm not denying that, but again, it can come with a better strategy. Is how I can suggest as a coach.
Yeah.
Bishop E4 is always there now for the black to just have the spin and play around a bit if they want to. This is a weak square, so again they can even get an
Bishop
outpost.
e4, I think white is planning rook g1 and knight d2, something like that. White is going all out, I guess.
Yeah, might be possible. Even
Oh, that's not a good move. I think takes an e5 and black is getting the center.
yes, exactly. Bishop drops in the center. Not a problem. I mean, kids can handle this, but again, if the games are going wild, it is going to be more entertaining only for our viewers, I can say. I can just say this one thing for sure.
Yeah, sure.
And anything, it's the exposure which is going to teach the kids about the game, right? So sometimes they learn the hard way when they don't listen to the coach and they decide to take some brave steps, but they might backfire if they are not meant to be played in such a way. But
Yes,
yeah,
that's
at the end these are kids, so they might have some different ways of learning as well. There's nothing wrong with these things. They might just want to see what works for them and what doesn't. So we even support this as well.
was
There's
that an
nothing wrong with it.
exchange sacrifice? Was that an exchange sacrifice or a blunder?
I'm better going to call it as a blunder cause I understand that they will get more activity and everything, but your Rook was already doing decent job on the open file, and apart from that, I don't find any reason for doing this. If you wanted to get rid of that bishop, you could have thought of trading your bad bishop to your opponent's good one, right? Could have been a better approach. You could have tried bishop d3 if you wanted to actually get rid of that. I see no
Yeah,
reason of pawn c5 right, pawn c4 right. This pawn c4.
yes.
Okay, the game has already been played a few moves ahead now, and this is still an interesting game actually. Both haven't castled, so it is keeping like a lot of ups and downs remaining for the rest of the moves.
Yeah, sure.
You leave your king in the center, this is going to happen for sure. Now you can block it with a knight and you can try some tactics down the line if you want to.
Yes. Oh, yeah, knight d2 is a very tricky move.
Yeah,
King e2?
king e2. Oh. This game is completely shaping, okay, Abhi has, almost 2.2 minutes and Mr. Chess Forever has 4 minutes. That's a
Oh,
big difference of time right now. When this time is going to reduce to 2 minutes and less than 1 minute for Abhi, this is going to make a big difference on the board. Then we need to see how the kids approach the game right now
sure.
at that point.
Black should try to
Black
put the rooks in.
decided to castle finally.
Hmm.
I'm really keen for
Castle.
Black to move this knight and see something down the road.
Yes.
I think black has a lot of goodies. Black has a lot of weak
Yes.
pawns they can target right now, like these isolated pawns, for instance. There are a lot of things. If they move the knight, they can,
Yeah.
yeah, they have a
Black's moves
tactical
are much easier.
but if they can rechannelize this rook on the pawn, then this can make like a big difference for them. Now the pawn on b6 is also, meant to fall.
B6,
Attacking the
and
knight.
then
Yeah.
knight is hanging. Yeah.
Knight is hanging, but yeah. Even white wants to make sure that their king also, survives till the end of the game. So they decided to first prioritize with an artificial castle.
Oh, yeah. King F1. That's also fine.
Yeah, unexpected, but the
And
kids are making sure if they are around 1500, they are making sure that we do care about our king. That's what they are saying.
yes, I think now it's going to be a race where white is going to go all out on the king side, and black is going to defend and try to make a queen by pushing the B and A pawns.
Yes. Even now, I think this is a very good strategy, as you said. Attacking a hook pawn can always be a deal, right? I mean, here the position can be close, but this will trap the king permanently into the back rank for some time at least.
Right. H4 should be followed up. H4, H5.
Yeah, h4,
Trying to
h5 can be
create.
the next to continue.
Right.
Black can always think of making Legos here, but that can always be
This
met with a knight sacrifice in the future.
pawn is hanging, I guess. After F5, I think E6 pawn is hanging.
After f5, the e6 pawn is hanging. That's true. And even you see, Abhi's time is now around 30 seconds.
Right. So time is going to make a huge role here. Let's see
Yeah.
how we can handle the time pressure.
I mean, there are a lot of ways for both the players to play. White can think of making an outpost, after knight exchange, for instance, they can improve their pawn structure with a passer or something. There's always a lot of ways to play around. This rook shouldn't get trapped. That's the only concern for them when they do this. Now, if they take, for
Yes.
instance, with this pawn, let's say, then the pawn structure is improved.
Oh, white has blundered rook c1 from black
Oh my
coming
goodness.
in. That's a huge blunder.
They move the king immediately. Oh, this X-ray has really turned out well for the black.
Yes, that's true. I think it is going in black's favor almost.
Truly. The kid is only having like 10-15 seconds, so maybe the timing is also one of the reasons why he's struggling right now. Maybe they can add up to a better time management in the future.
Yes.
Yeah,
Queen
I think
takes L, e5, pawn takes e5.
yeah, just setting up a discovery now down the line.
Yes.
There's something left in this position. Wait, what is going to happen if what is going what would have happened if you put the rook here and if the king goes in? Can there be a back rank idea?
Yeah, there can be some ideas,
Oh,
but I don't.
yes. See, just think of this. Rook e8. If you put your rook, you can't put your rook because it's pinned, right? So king is meant to go inside. Isn't that the case?
Knight f7. Knight
Knight
f7,
is
right?
coming in. Okay, yeah.
Only knight f7 is the thing. Otherwise, you are
But if
fully
the kid
correct.
doesn't find, then I mean, see, they could have taken a chance, right?
Yes. they could have
Anyways,
taken
now Abhi's under the time pressure, so he might go wrong here. I mean, now it's quite evident that black is going to win. We can take on the next request now.
Yes. Next game.
Just a matter
See
of
the
like
next-
finish up, I guess. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that is all. Good game by both the players, but Mr. Chess
Yes.
Forever completely outplayed. And I think one of the reasons is Abhi kept his king in the center for too long. Mr. Chess Forever castling at the right time and then making getting most use out of his resources.
Yes. Maybe he went for the attack too quickly. He should have waited for black to castle first, and then he should have pushed the h pawn and g pawns. Right.
Yes,
should
that's,
have been good.
that's absolutely correct. Now we are getting a request for Aaron. Aaron is playing from the white's pieces, and Mahidhar is playing from the pieces of black.
Yes. And
We
black
again
is
see a
looking.
king in the center. Yeah. What's this? This looks interesting. Is the kid going for a double fianchetto here? No.
Double fianchetto is, it looks interesting, it looks attractive, but in actual, oh, that's a blunder. That's a huge blunder.
Yeah. Knight takes was not needed actually. You could have just, because if you move this pawn, the queen was hanging, right?
Yes.
And then you sacrifice the knight also, and then you thought of saving your queen. So yeah. This doesn't look good for Aaron right now. I mean, look at the Mahidar's position right now. There are few things I would like to add. They have a good control of the center with their pawns, with their pieces. King is completely safe. It's just a matter of bringing your major pieces out, and you're all set to destroy your opponent.
I think Black is taking this game home because Queen, E5, and then Queen is coming in, and then Rooks are also coming in. Yeah, Discover attack also there.
Yeah. Okay, here also we see there is a quick flank attack coming on the board.
Great move.
Can there be a sacrifice followed?
They should have taken the chance.
Yeah, they could have taken a bit of time to think about the sacrifice maybe. I know it's not completely executable, but just calculating, taking your time for the best ideas is also needed at the point.
Yeah, that is important. The kids need to do. Try to think about the best move when you have a lot of time on the clock, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Well, can you tell our viewers, and when the kids go through the stream, how a kid can exactly find the best moves in a position?
Yeah, the thing for finding the best moves, of course, it's a 5 minutes game, so every time it's not possible to find the best move. There is a inner feeling when you will play a lot of blitz games and even the chess games. You will yourself get to know when I have to take my time and when I don't have to take my time. So every time you don't need to play the best moves. 90% or 80% times, if you play the best move, that's sufficient. Like I have the chess.com rating of 2200. My rapid rating was higher from a very long time, but blitz rating I was struggling. Then I realized that you don't need to play the best moves at every time. Play it 80% to 90 times. Always try to keep up the best 3 moves in the game. So there are some moments like the middle game, like the end game crucial positions. You have to play the best move at that time. The things like the openings, the early middle game, just play the best move, second best move, third best move. Try to confuse your opponent. Those things will be the best strategy for blitz match for sure.
Can there be an en passant?
Yeah, en passant can be there.
En passant can be there. Then bishop can just move somewhere, and then you can also aim for h6. Oh wait, what? What was this? The bishop is hanging.
Yeah, blunder from both the sides.
I didn't expect this. Could have taken the bishop. You are an 1100 or 1000. You should know how to take on the hanging pieces. This is not a small
Yes, and especially they are having the time. They should utilize it. It's not
definitely. One thing I would like to add to your statement: in classical games, we have ample amount of time to find the best moves.
Yes.
In rapid and then in blitz and in bullet, you just need to play decent moves to keep up yourself on the board, right? Whatever you can find. And the only algorithm that works in the game is to find the checks, captures, and threats. Only that can lead to the best moves. So at least try to look for the checks and some forcing moves on the board, and that will help you to bring yourself closer in the journey of finding the best moves. And with the time, with experience, you can definitely do it. And when you play the chess over the period of time, you also learn good time management, as you said, right? And based on the time management, your intuition improves, and eventually you find best moves even in blitz and in the bullet sometimes.
Yes.
Okay, so here I think black is completely dominant, right? We thought for a moment that white is doing slightly better because they had some chances early in the game.
Oh,
blunder.
When he takes
why are you playing so fast? You have 3 minutes in your
3 minutes. Yeah, that's a very bad thing. And white is back.
Having less time, we can understand for him for a second. But you have around 3 minutes in the clock. Please take your time. Do not rush.
And white is back.
Definitely take your time. Yeah.
White can see for queen penetrations, and I don't know where is this game leading us to. White can play plan queen b1 and something like if the knight moves, then queen g6 can be really dangerous for black in the future.
Exactly. If the queen infiltrated, it can lead to a big disaster.
King in the center.
We never know. The king might march here for the checkmate. We never know. I mean, the knight is covering for now, but you never know. The king can come around to execute this checkmate.
Yeah,
This
king
can be.
f6 at.
Wait, what is
Oh,
this?
again. Why? Why?
I think you go a bit slow. Just don't stress yourself for anything. Play it a bit slowly, and you can just try to control your nerves.
King
Now there
g6.
can be yeah, there can be idea of like revolving your queen or just going with the
Yeah,
check and
queen
slowly
c6
moving
is
the knight.
in fact a very good move. Queen c6 forking both the pawns and also trying to attack the enemy king. Queen g6, queen h6, queen
Definitely,
g5, like that.
definitely, I completely agree to you.
Yeah, I think white has a draw in hand, and white can even think to win this game.
White is never going for a draw. I don't see White going for a draw right now. Even if
Yeah,
Aaron has less time, he might go for a win. We never know. Yeah, if the clock becomes his enemy, then White resign.
oh, white
Second
resign.
place today. Kid, you could have fought. You had time. You could have fought more. You had a queen in your hand. Okay, good game
I
by both the
think
players.
they have maybe misclicked or something on the resign button. I guess
Yes,
I
yes,
don't
yes. Might be some reason to it.
rush
Yeah,
that. Sometimes they just click on the wrong button. Sometimes.
yeah. We are getting the next request for Kushagra. He's playing from white, and Arya is playing from the pieces of black against him. Okay.
Oh,
Here we see a queen's pawn opening, which is a
I think in this position, equal. Yeah,
this was something
and
like
it's looking like. Uh,
yes,
but I think black should try out the move e5, and after pawn takes e5, knight h5, like something should be tried out because otherwise the c7 pawn is just hanging, kind of.
truly. And this was like this Jobawa London, right?
Yeah, Jubawa London. That's true.
Jobawa London kind of setup was there. I mean, I know kids don't play opening at
Black
this level, but yeah,
equalizes. Black equalizes here.
yeah, black has equalized.
Yeah, they
The
have to take.
knight is.
Oh, knight is hanging.
There
A
was a
small
tactic
thing.
maybe after this. After knight takes knight, after bishop takes, there was queen takes knight because the
Yeah,
bishop was
but I
overloaded.
think they will take with the G pawn. I think they will probably take with the G pawn.
Yeah. Wait, what? Black blundered a knight, I guess.
Oh, they just blundered
They
it. Oh my god.
blundered. Oh, it's quite
Oh,
surprising. Now the
that
thing
was
is
good
falling
one.
apart and then.
Uh,
Hmm.
it's looking like white is just going to crush black because black's king is also unsafe.
Yes. Okay, here I think for the black, it's now a bit of difficult. It's a difficult, phase for them. White can obviously think of castling, improving their pieces from the
Knight
back rank
f4
and
check and the d5 pawn just hangs. Knight f4 check and the d5 pawn just hangs there.
hangs. But then on top of that, if you take d4, there might be chances of rook d8 idea as well as a counterpin.
I think white will take with the queen maybe. Oh, knight f4 check
Yeah.
wins the rook.
Yeah, now it wins the rook after the fork, right?
Sure.
If the king stays around, then you can check.
Oh,
What just
that's
happened?
a hang of a piece.
No, 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 no. Oh yeah, this is a hanging piece. Maybe White thought of forcefully pinning and try. They tried probably to simplify the position because they were up in the material. But then we see that it turns out to be a
Yeah,
blunder because your opponent was
calculated.
attacking twice on this square. True. Even now also I see this knight f4 is
Knight
a
f
disaster.
knight f4.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is still a disaster. Yeah.
white should take some time and try to find the best moves. And if white can grab some, yeah,
Okay.
great.
Bishop is falling apart. Queen takes pawn and gain a tempo on the rook also if you want. Like you can just try it. There's nothing wrong to it.
You can also play check. All the things are winning. Rook c2, queen d3 check is just a fork. Also in the
Yeah. Oh my god. Look at look at the tactics now flowing in the air. There can be a knight check if they want to. Okay, this rook is not actually going to harm you in any way. You can think of bringing your remaining pieces out and or you can just play with your pieces that are already out on the board right now.
check is played, and
Fork?
6 queen f5 game over. If they see. Oh,
Finding the checks are really important. You find those forcing
yeah,
moves, and they help you to quickly
that's
spot good moves on the board. You win material, you win games. That was a mate only, I guess. Yeah, it was a mate. Can they find this mate in one?
I don't know, 70% chances maybe. Let's see.
Mate in one is expected. Okay,
Yeah,
wait.
at this level, it's
White
expected
is a
even from
1000. I expect him to at least find this mate in one.
yeah. If they take the time, I
At
think
1000, you
they will
should be
find
able
the
to
mate.
spot it. That's what I said. It's not that difficult to figure out.
Right.
Okay, let's go on the next request now. Just for a second. Yeah. Yeah, we are getting the next request now for Kabir Witch 2017. Let's go through the
Kabir,
username.
yeah.
I can't see his username, unfortunately. No, can't find it. Let me try putting CB in front of their name if that works. No, we can't find his account, unfortunately.
K capital is there. I think K is capital.
No, I think capital small doesn't matter when it comes to leeches. It doesn't matter.
2017. Try to find it.
I'll
2017.
just take one attempt. Parents, we request you to type the correct username of your kid so we can quickly take you on their game as soon as we see your comment
Yeah.
in the live chat.
Kabir.
Kabir Witch 2017. Can you add? You need to refer to your community group. From there, you can join. You can refer to your WhatsApp community group. You'll find the link to this tournament. You can click on the join and you can just join it after from there. We are getting a request for Arav in the meantime. Arav is playing from the. Oh, what happened? Yeah. Arav is playing from the pieces of black, and Iban is playing from the pieces of white. I think these two players are really strong. I've seen them in the past tournaments as well, and they perform really well. Oh, what are we witnessing right now? There is standard Italian, and we see the fight because of six. Oh my god!
I will be really excited. If they found D5, it would have been really exciting. Oh my god, this variation.
There was a counter attack.
Yeah.
Queen, this was also a good move actually.
Knight G3.
Knight G3 is
oh my
really
god,
strong.
crazy game.
There is early opening skirmish right now. Even the bishop is hanging in the future after you save the knight or do something around. Okay, they decided to save the bishop using an intermezzo.
King F3. I think they are still somewhere in the around the theory. Queen F3, Queen F3, Queen even check. King
Queen
G2.
F3 is a really strong, but moving the bishop away.
Oh, they.
What? The knight is
I
blended.
don't think it's a good move. I don't think so.
Yes, I certainly feel the same. Here, one option for the black is to somehow, swing this bishop around and try a mating threat.
And they resign.
Resign. Maybe the kid tried playing the theory, but he forgot or he had some confusion with it, so he was not able to execute it properly. You still get the d pawn up, you get the bishop out.
Maybe some few moves back we should see. This is really complicated opening theory.
Yeah, even I haven't prepared it for my journey as well. Like this was not
Knight
one.
E4, Queen H4, Knight G3, Knight H8, G3. Okay, Knight G3, Knight H8.
Knight G3 was a bit surprising for me, and maybe here you could have tried. I was just more keen to try Queen F6 to directly go for the threat.
Yeah.
Because here this attack can be blocked using G6, G3. So I just more thought of going. I was more leaning towards F6 here when I saw this.
Yes. So, kids, advice for you: if you're playing a really complicated line, you have to be really precise and really accurate. Otherwise, the game
you
is
need
just
to be
going
fully prepared. That's the thing. If you're not fully prepared, don't try the.
You have to be prepared on each move. You cannot leave a single move.
Definitely. You don't want to be that half dim light, right? Okay, we'll take on the next request. We are getting a request for Atvik right now. Atvik is playing Vivan right now. Atvik is playing from white. Vivan is playing as black. And we see black is a 1715. Atvik is almost a 1400 right now. And we see why that is the case.
Oh, checkmate incoming, I guess.
Yes. The rating difference is huge, but still, I think Black must have played it fine because they kept their queen alive till the end. So yeah, that kept the chances of drawing to their hands for some time at least. Nothing wrong with it.
Oh my. I think
Yeah.
there is a request to how to join. Can you explain
How to
something?
join? You can request. You can refer to the community, your
Yeah,
own community
community group
group,
is
and
available too.
you'll find the link to join this tournament there itself.
Yes, there you will get
Refer
the
to
link.
your own Chessbrainz community.
Right there, the
Community.
link has been already sent. Sure.
Getting a request for Samyan. Okay. Samyan is playing with the pieces of white, and Isyana is playing from the pieces of black.
Wait, B3? Isn't the C3 pawn just? Uh,
Yes, C3 is hanging at this point. Just checking
yeah,
down the material right now. It's equal, but I'm just checking down the pawns.
yeah, and I think White has
Black is a pawn
miscalculated.
up actually.
Hmm, right.
But how do you see the triple pawns in one line? Again, this is like a funny pawn
Yeah,
structure.
but
We
they
don't
are
get it
past
on
pawns.
day-to-day
You never
basis.
know that how can they benefit Black. They are past pawns.
They're past. I completely agree to you, but still, this is a
Yeah,
bit
still it's
scary.
a triple pawn, not a double pawn. So yeah, that's not a good thing. We can.
Again, if see, my point to you is if white puts any one thing in front of these pawns, they can never queen up unless black will find a way to remove that piece.
Pawn takes b3, pawn takes b3, and let's say knight b3 or bishop b3 is. Look, I think Black is winning another pawn.
That is correct actually, yeah. Because black is attacking on that square
Or in
thrice in
fact, I
front
think
of the
knight
white.
b3 they will play. I think knight b3 they will play because if bishop b3, then the d7 knight hangs. Kind of.
Yeah, that is correct.
Oh, knight b3 and knight d4 can come in. Yeah. And knight d4, if they doesn't take, maybe so many things happen.
But white decided to take, and suddenly we see two pawns of the black out of the three are vanished. And, still, there is a good pressure on d7 as well when we see the rook, the bishop combining together to win this. Again, it's well defended. I will not deny that, but the rook is not meant to do the work
Yeah.
of looking after someone. It is meant to be an active piece. So
I
yeah,
think
that
knight
might
b6 should be played. Knight b6, preparing for c4.
yeah, that can be one of those ways.
Oh,
You try to get your pieces
knight
into the
e4.
battle, right?
Sure. And knight e4, knight d6, as you said, yeah, it's going to be good for white if white finds. Oh, right now, we have to deal with the threat.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Yes.
yeah, Abhishek, I wanted to ask you something for our viewers that how can the kids they can improve in classical chess because these kids are really good at blitz and rapid, but when it comes to classical chess, they feel boring, right? Some of those things comes.
Yes. So basically, classical chess is double the time of rapid or bleeds, maybe triple when it comes to bleeds, right? Classical chess, today's kids are all, they all, are really fast. They want everything to be quick. So in that situation, you need a really good concentration power and focus. And to do that, you can use the double the time. Okay, how can you do it? I've observed most of players in today's generation, they just think of their own move, and when the opponent's clock starts ticking after their move, they don't pay attention to the chessboard. So when the opponent's time is ticking, start thinking from their mind how can they attack in your half of the board. Think for their best moves and try to keep yourself immune to them. Think of your defenses before your opponent makes a move. And that's how you can start thinking more. You can use your opponent's time, your own time. Think in the deeper calculations and make yourself completely go lost in those variations. That's how you can get the best use out of the classical chess, is how I can justify this. And once
Yeah.
you start calculating and once you get fond of it, there is no way the kids will not improve.
Yes, that's true. And also, my views, I completely agree with you that we have to see the opponent's move also in the classical format. And one more thing, we have to calculate not just only 1 to 2 lines, we have to possibly think for doing the best. like it is the best of all the formats, the classical format. That's why we have the classical world champion as the most prestigious one, like we have Mukesh. Because in classical format we try to play the best out of everything, so we have to consider all the replies of our opponents, we have to consider our moves as well. Like we have to give our best. We have preparations, we have positional chess, we have tactical chess, like not just checks, captures and forks and pins. Many more things are there. As the kids they proceed further in their chess journey, we will get to know these things in more details. Yeah, the classical chess.
That's true. It is the most prestigious one, right? The most difficult to even achieve. So that is the reason. Black is having the passer right now. This can turn the tables down. We never know.
Now, simply A2. Yeah.
You take my bishop, I take a new queen, and I have more fun than you. Just
I
think
just
of
win.
this.
And if rook a1, like if rook a1, I'm just coming in c4, and I
Yeah.
can
You know
even
what did I
think of
love
getting
most
my
about the
knights up.
white board right now? This outpost keeping this rook inactive for a bit.
Oh, black is directly going to remove this outpost.
No, they might think of maneuvering maybe a3, c2, something like that
Yeah,
to get
they
the
are
rook and
forcing
then
white to remove the outpost. Otherwise, black is just coming knight a3, knight c2. Right.
Samyan is all above 1400. We need to see how does he handles the time pressure right now. He got the rook away. Samyan decide. Okay, Isyana decided to chop off the this thing. But with the activity of rook, can this lead to a promotion?
Yeah, rook d1 check, takes
Rook
takes and
d1 is
a1.
a forcing line. I mean, then white has no way to stop the a1 promotion here.
Right.
This looks
Or
really
even
scary
bishop
now for the
d1,
white.
or even bishop d1 was winning. Both the moves, rook d1,
Yeah,
bishop
even
d1.
bishop d1 wins. Bishop d1 is also a great strategy. Bishop d1 promote, and then you might just take this knight with the discovery, and you might take the rook also. We never know.
Resignation coming in, I think.
Yeah, no, I think Samyan played well, but maybe the time he become the culprit of the time here, I guess.
Yes.
But anyhow, Isyana had a good time management. That's what we need to appreciate about her game right now. I would like to see the finish as well. She's
Yeah.
using the light square weaknesses. So bishop comes over. Bishop h1, queen g2.
Yeah, just play g5.
If king moves around, then queen b1 is a mate. Even though there's a
Right.
fourth, but she's going for the mating threat only, I guess.
Yeah. I think pawn to g5 and queen even check is a force sequence like that.
But
Pawn
this is
g5.
like yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful
Oh,
observation.
that,
Yeah. She's under the time pressure, but she played it well. Yeah. Good game by both the players. Samyan played well as well, but unfortunately the time was something against him. Yeah, we can just take the next request now. We are getting a request for Manikandan right now. Okay, we are getting a request for Top Master, then Manikandan. So Top Master is playing. They have just started a game. They're playing as white. Manikandan is playing with the black pieces. So we are witnessing sort of London right now again.
oh, London again.
Yes, I generally believe it is going to lead to a London only. Because the kid is an 1800 and it's an opening you can play regardless. There can be also break
Oh,
of
bishop
c4.
f5.
Yeah, c4 is possible. If knight d2, the
This
reason behind this is the b7 is a
Knight
weakness
D-
and the kid wants to go queen b3 and attack this pawn. So you take here and
Yeah,
you
that's
look
true.
to
Whenever
attack from the light square weaknesses.
yeah, that's true. And we have the idea of queen b6, c5, queen takes b3, ab3, b4, b5. Yeah.
But
And if cb5, then bishop d5. Very deep line.
yeah, I think Top Master is
Oh,
going
maybe
to bring
queen
some,
b7.
some
Queen
play off the
b7, I
top. I
think.
guess.
Queen b7 or bishop c4. Oh, queen b7, bishop c4, both are looking strong.
Yeah, now it's getting wild.
Yes. True.
Now you can trade and take on b7 as well. It's up to you.
Yeah, you can also take on e6 also. You have a choice.
Yeah, e6 is also a good idea. E6 is going to be a very
Yeah, knight f3, knight e5. Black has to be
it's going to
careful.
be an annoying move for the black if I tell you from the side of black right now. Because they can't castle on both sides and they need to fight that queen out somehow.
I think white should play knight f3 or like
Hmm.
preparing some nasty attacks.
Yeah, knights can just join the
Oh,
party with
knight d6.
after the
Knight
pin.
d6
Oh,
is good. Knight d6
oh
is
my
good.
god. Are we witnessing something like smothered here?
Oh, we are going to witness. It is one
Oh
of the
my
Chessbrainz
top
puzzles, which I remember.
masters giving us the top
Oh,
class content right now and the top class game as well. Look at this.
yeah.
I have not seen it happening to a 1400 so
Perfect example of smother mate
yeah,
we are witnessing.
just amazing game. I want to give a glimpse of our leaderboard to the viewers. We have KV the Explorer on the 10th position. We have Mr. Chess Forever on the 9th. We have Arav on the 8th position. We have Anshika on the 7th position. We have Manikandan on the 6th position. We have Iban on the 5th position with 12 points, and he has won all of his games that he has played till now. We have
Yeah.
Sankeet on the 4th position with 14 points. We have Atvik on the 3rd position with 16 points, and this kid has also not lost a single game till now. Then
Yeah,
we
I
have,
think we have a request for Atvik. We have a request for Atvik, I think.
yeah, we'll take on that. So,
Okay.
Top Master is on the 2nd position. We just observed why he's on the 2nd position. He has like lost only one game and then won the rest of it. Swayam is leading the leaderboard and he's having 18 points right now. Okay, I think we had one request for Manikandan as well. We haven't taken his game, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So Manikandan is playing from the pieces of white, and Pramanch is playing from the pieces of black right now. There is a huge rating gap of around 600 points, and we see, yeah. What is your take on the early withdrawal of the queen?
What to say? Because these kids, we firstly in the opening principles, just after completion, we teach them that don't do two things in the opening. Don't take out your queen and don't move the same piece again and again. What are the don'ts of a opening principle? We can say these two are. Yes.
True. And look at this presence of the bishop. This is an interesting position. Even black is a piece down right now. They have only 3 minor pieces and white has 4. The white has a superb activity right now as well.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, black cannot castle now after king e7. Oh, they captured this one.
Yes.
They have captured this one, but maybe taking the lights, dark square bishop was more better because the dark square bishop just dominates here.
Yes, it was much important for them to take the dark square bishop, but they have went with the light square one for the time being. And we see this game taking a toll now. I mean, definitely it is going to be a very difficult thing for the black to defeat the white in this game, given the fact they are piece down already.
Yeah, just going h5, queen takes g2, rook g1, and then h6. So those plans can be there, I guess.
Definitely. No questions in that. Okay.
And okay, pawn takes d5 was also an option for white.
How
Now
black can improve their position right now?
right.
Developing the knight,
Black can
developing
also take
the
the free pawn. Black can also take the free pawn, I think.
in center you can take and you can try some counter here if you want to.
They should take the free pawn now, I guess.
Yeah. And open up the white was the one who took it before the black takes. Black lost their opportunity. They're getting a sort of pin here on the knight and the queen. Okay, white could have tried an early checkmate, but the point is the queen and the presence of this bishop is going to make it really difficult for the white to achieve a quick checkmate on the king side right now.
Yes, that's true. But if you have played h4, then h5 h6 makes sense. Otherwise, I don't know what the pawn is going to.
You want to get use of that open file. While one recommendation for even the white also, just don't leave your king in the center for too long. the same things can even happen to you as well, what we have seen in the past games. So
True.
no matter what, just castle, have have those rules for yourself that you don't break. The bishop can be placed, but again they have ideas of x6. Okay,
Yeah.
this looks really
H5
solid now.
finally played.
Yeah.
And queen f6, bishop g5.
Bishop g5 is coming.
Yeah, and then maybe bishop h6 as well. After queen f7, bishop h6. Bishop g5, then bishop f6.
Yeah, bishop g5, bishop h6 is a good idea.
Sorry, g pawn is why. G pawn is just not there. Oh yeah, g2,
Yeah.
g4 has.
G pawn is there, yeah. I mean, now you can open up the file also, and you can just gain a tempo, and you can try around if you want to.
Right.
Like you move this, push, bishop sacrifice on the hook, pawn takes, and then you can still have the same game. Doesn't matter now. But yeah, taking might be better because the rook will not able to take here, no?
Yeah, pawn, and all the threats are there in the air. H6, bishop, h6, all this, queen g4, queen g3, everything.
Just make the battery and just finish up the game.
Yeah.
Okay, they're exploiting the pen. But then
queen g4 was much stronger.
Still, it is a stronger move.
Yeah, rook g7 first, and now queen g4 is the next plan.
Yes.
Now queen g4, I guess, should be a very good move.
Queen g4 has to be now the way. I think rook anchoring here might be a problem because you want a queen to go ahead and do the attack, right? I'm not saying this is a bad move. I'm just saying that if the queen anchors, then that is going to give higher chances for you to win. That's my ultimate.
But maybe I think he's aiming for queen g4 and rook g8 check to gain the enemy queen.
Yeah, that's true. Skewer and take the queen.
Right.
Okay, how is this going to shape further?
How can they stop rook g8 check? It's not looking possible.
Yes.
Oh.
Rook g8 is now the way.
You can
take off the queen. Then you can also think of taking off the rook if your opponent is in defense.
King e7.
Now over. Yeah, it's almost over now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Manikandan is not going to get any elo for this because his opponent is not having the mark rating to get anything as a reward here. He just played well, we can see.
Right.
Okay. There is we are getting a request for Sankeet right now. We are going to take on that. Okay, Sankeet is not paired against anyone till now, but definitely we can try to take his most recent game that he played.
Yeah, true.
So in this one, Nichilin was playing white, Sankeet was playing black.
Oh, Caro-Kann.
This is some sort of, yeah.
Oh, yeah. English opening mixture.
Yeah, actually, this is a very strong way to refute English. Generally, it can go after even e6, d5 as well, but yeah.
There are different approaches like bishop. Oh, I thought bishop g4 is played for queen d7, like something that stuff.
Yeah, that could have been better actually. You try to trade off the fianchetto bishop and you try to weaken those squares around the king. That's quite true. Right. But here, the kid wanted to trade down.
Okay. And pawn takes. Okay, knight.
This leads to a Caro-Kann structure actually. Knight can just come and block over here.
Queen d7 can also. Okay.
I'm not a big fan of queen b6 here at this point, I guess.
Yeah, maybe bishop d6, normal developing moves, rook c8 should happen.
Even bishop, I think e7 can go here because there can be the chances of pin. So you want to go bishop e7. Yeah. If the dark square bishop is blocked or if your opponent is already developed, then you can think of bishop d6 down the line.
Even bishop c5 also looks good.
Oh. Yeah, even c5 looks a bit stronger if you want to like set up that battery as you said. Then that queen b6 might look better.
Right.
Now, white blundered a pawn and there was a queen trade as well.
Oh, d4 is also coming in, I guess. If they don't.
Yeah, d4 is coming, but then you can play a3 on top of that.
Oh, d4
D4,
not in this case.
now it's not working well.
Yeah, it's not working. Knight d4 should have been played, I guess. Instead of d4, knight d4 was a better.
Yeah, knight d4 could have been a better approach here.
Yes.
Knight d4, and it can lead to the that fork as well, which you were trying to highlight.
Yeah.
Knight goes in the corner and then just trade.
Okay. And I
Knight jumps on g4, attacking those pawns. Can the knight get trapped after taking one of these pawns? Yes.
yeah, let's say f3, pawn f3 is played, and yeah, king f2 and rook h1. Yeah,
Trapping
this
pieces was
is
missed by Nithlin here. He could have played pawn
yeah.
f2 with
Our
trap.
viewers taking the corner pawns with a knight or bishop is generally not considered good. You can also check out the famous World Championship game of Bobby Fischer, right?
That's true, yeah. Poison. These are poison pawns. Okay, now if you push the pawn now, you might end up giving an outpost. And then there's a fork with knight c2, but it won't be there because the king must have moved. King, if the king moves, then it is not going to be there. Yeah, they defended that pretty well. Oh, there's a fork now.
But there's
You always have to look after your opponent's idea as well. It's a two-player game.
yeah, true.
Black figured it out. I mean, white figured it out, and black just lost one of the rook in the process.
Yeah, that's true. f6, king h7. Yes.
If the battery is going to be there on the 7, then it is deadly. You take this pawn or you take that pawn, doesn't really matter, and then you have a passer along the a5. Even if you don't want to complicate it more.
Yeah, true.
I'm just thinking, can the black, did the black had the chance to make a mating net here by any chance?
Yeah, first of all, they have to play. First of all, their own king is looking kind of unsafe.
Yeah, that's true. After rook takes h6, there's a disaster.
If the king was safe, if the king was safer, then yeah, for sure we could have thought of some mating nets.
Some counter play here. But that unfortunately didn't took place. You lost your rook to the knight. Or to
Yeah.
the square.
Yeah,
Position was not enough fulfilling for you, so you just resigned. Good enough.
yeah.
Iban is still leading the leaderboard with 0 losses so far. He's
Mm.
defeated everyone who came.
Can we see
Isn't.
one of the games from backside?
Hmm?
Can we see one of the games from backside, maybe?
From the. Okay, we'll go to a random.
A random. Yeah.
Yeah, we can go to a random page then. Let's say this one still seems decent here. Pick up a random username from here.
I think there is what's it written? Number 42. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
Z Chess. Let's see how I'll
Yeah,
be.
Z chess. True.
Z Chess is playing against Vivan. What do we see right now? Material seems equal right now, but the pawn structure is a bit collapsed for white on the queen side.
Right.
For the black, the king safety is compromised.
Yes.
Now, here the material.
But I think white is quite better a bit because of the active pieces.
Active- Yeah, look
Yeah.
at this now. You can't castle, right? How do you castle now? And if you don't want to castle, you can play the game around. But again, this bishop is pointing down. There's not
Yep.
nothing much left.
Bishop
in the
is
position.
pointing out.
Maybe you can just think
Yes.
of moving the king around and
Oh.
just try to read and simplify. What?
But
Why tell me
Why?
bishop sacrifice? Is there any tactic which we are missing out?
yeah. No, I don't think so because the c6 knight. I think they missed the c6 knight presence. That's what it. think so.
Yeah, true.
Hmm.
C6 knight, and even the other rook is connected now.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I don't
C6
see any
knight and the other.
on F7.
Right.
You do
They
these
had a
things
lot
when
of
you.
time.
That's correct.
Okay, and it just yeah, black is completely winning after the two rooks ups.
Yeah, black is now not going to have any problem in converting this game. They will just do
Yes.
a bit of cleanup. They might get new queens if they want, and then they are just It's completely slaying this.
Yeah.
Are we getting any other request? We are getting a request for top master, I guess. Covered these kids already. We can cover
Yes.
take one more request. Pick up a
Uh,
request from the username, please. For the requested
yeah.
username.
Manav, do you have any player with Manav username?
Manav, I need to check. Is there a CB in front of his name?
Yeah, CB. CB is there.
Okay, let's take his one. So Manav is playing from the pieces of black and Mihir is playing from the pieces of white. What do we see right now? White is a rook up,
Okay. Yeah, white is in fact. But wait.
but maybe
Knight
black has a
h4
good
check.
activity to compensate right now. Knight h4 can definitely
Right,
be an idea here.
right, right.
But
Knight
the
h.
only thing which is concerning for me, which is the rook on e8, the king on e8 doesn't seem that safe. I mean, your king can get attacked
Yeah,
anytime
the rook
soon.
is also hanging. The rook is also hanging at the same time. So they have to rely on this knight and queen at.
Knight is hanging now.
Yeah, they should have tried out knight h4.
Knight h4 was important to get the knight, so this intermezzo would have saved their knight out of the danger, and maybe then you could have tried playing the rook.
Yeah. Even after knight h4, I think king h1 and yeah, white wins after knight h4, king h1. If the white finds, but it's a
Yeah,
blitz game. You never know.
that's correct. Now black is approaching the f1 rook.
Oh, white didn't took the knight, I guess.
Hmm.
Yeah, rook e1 and rook e1 and
Looks interesting because this is the only key defender right now.
yes, true.
Might lead to some mates in the future as well, quickly.
Yeah, right now there's just the threat of rook e5 check and then queen e7 mate.
Yeah, that's true. I think here black is going to take a pause and take their time for sure. Maybe like 30 more seconds before they make a move.
Yeah, but as I said that these kids will learn how to use their time more properly, especially in blitz. Like there was that moment when they had to play knight h4 check, they didn't took time at that moment, and now they are trying to take the time at this moment. It's not bad thing, but as they play more chess, they will get to know where to spend more time and where to not.
That is actually correct. I completely agree. Now there's a queen trade, but yeah, I think white must be okay trading off the queens because they have more material either ways. They will look to simplify. We are in the last 5 minutes of this tournament now, and
Yeah,
leaderboard is going to take a shift in the remaining time. But even overall, when we see, I just want to check once. I mean, white is definitely winning this for sure. I can see that. But I want to check one thing. We got around 64 participants in this tournament, and all have did really well. I want to take a game of Iban right now because this kid has been undefeated throughout. I would like to feature one of his games, so it can be a learning experience for the other players
yeah,
as
he's
well.
ridiculous. Let's check out one of his games.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
So
check out one of
I
his
think,
games.
and this is going to be an interesting game because almost a 1600 is taking on a 1800, right? So the rating gap is not so huge, and top
Yes.
players are competing. So this is worth featuring actually.
Yeah, and it's also
Now,
an end game. I think white should be winning with precise play.
definitely, white should win. For white, it's not
Yeah,
that difficult.
if
White can think of converting, creating a passer on the queen side. That's their main idea.
yeah, they have to keep their king active also, like king e3 and king d3. Just don't allow the black king.
Also, first you try to create the passers on this side. If opponent king approaches back for
Oh,
any
yeah,
reason, get your
true,
king to the
true,
other side and use the principle of two weaknesses here.
right.
Yeah, weaknesses are already there, and you create one passer on the queen side, and there are two weaknesses in the position. So eventually, that can lead to king will just come over.
Yeah, king e3, king d4. Yeah,
Then you can just also think of king e5 and just take some guys and
Yeah, even if the bishop was not there, I think white would have been still winning because of this three majority in this side, and white can black's king will not be free. But as we can
pawn
see, white
a5
is having right b4. Yeah,
before, but then yeah,
b4 then a5 can come in. So bishop e3 looks very sensitive. Bishop e3 with the idea of king f4.
yeah. This is important to keep that corridor closed.
Yes,
But either ways, they can even
king
push.
f4, king f4, king g5 is also there.
Yeah, it's a high time. Get your king into the activity, Iban. Activity
Yes.
of the king is going to define endgames. No matter if you are playing
Oh,
a simple
a5
game or
maybe was better. A5 d freeze was also there.
yeah. I mean, king's activity is important in all sorts of endgames, right? Whether it's a rook endgame, a queen endgame, minor pieces endgame, anything.
Yeah.
It's important. Your king has to play a role. How about b6 now for the black?
b6.
No, b6
That
isn't
time
there because of the bishop. If bishop wouldn't have been there, b6 can block this pawn as a weakness. And then king can approach from the open corridor.
king d5. Oh, they are going for the pawns.
No, I mean, that's fine. You just take this guy and
Yeah.
this
F
one and just connect with the
five guy
bishop
like
and then all set.
yeah, just play b6 and then sacrifice one of
b6
the
and leave
pawns.
and play on the king side with your king itself. I'm just wondering why is he not going king f4 from so long?
True.
Creating a
Oh,
passer that side to bind the king in the golden square.
yeah, but I think black can stop that pawn with king c7
No,
and
that's not a problem. Why is he wasting time behind that? Okay, stick here.
they have to play king f4 if they want to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't even need to promote here or anything. Okay, that's a
Okay.
very good game actually. What we saw,
Right.
beautiful endgame. Today we didn't got that many endgames, but yeah, this was one of those. We are in the last 1 minute, and what we see that Swayam is on the second position with 28 points. Iban is on the first position with 28 points, but Iban has been undefeated, and Swayam has lost a couple of. He has lost some games unfortunately. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I've seen Swayam also not losing any games throughout the tournaments.
Oh,
But yeah,
that's
yeah, this is going to make a bit of difference, I guess. Yeah. We are in the last 40 seconds. Sankeet has already taken a pause on the 10th position. Manikandan has a streak right now. He might be playing someone, Mr. Chess Forever.
Yeah, one more interesting question. Abhishek, what's your prediction on India versus USA match? When it will be held in India, the 5-on-5 match.
Yes, I'm not completely into it, but yeah, I can say India is going to turn out victorious. We never know. Because we have Gukesh by our side, so tables might turn anytime soon.
Yeah, we cannot say the results. We cannot also predict completely because the matchups are so uneven. Like from both the sides, we have strong players. I guess.
Yes. Did you also gone through that tournament which was taking place between the Vishwanath and Anand and then
Yeah, the
Kasparov?
Legend Match Club Cup. Sorry,
Yeah.
yeah.
That
It
was
was
just
there,
amazing. Yeah.
and Gary just dominated there. It
Gary
was
just
nice to see
dominated.
him playing at the age of 64.
Yeah. Yeah. So we finally have our winners right now. The tournament has finally concluded. We have Sankeet on the 10th position with 16 points. We have Apnan on the 9th position with 18 points. We have Manikandan on the 8th position with 18 points. We have Atvik on the 7th position with 19 points. We have Top Master on the 6th position with 20 points. We have Arav on the 5th position with 22 points. We have AK on the 4th position with 23 points. We have Mr. Chess Forever on the 3rd position with 24 points. We have Swayam on the 2nd position with 28 points. And then we have the winner of the tournament, Iban. He's on the 1st position with 28 points and 100% of complete win streak without losing a single game today. Swayam had the same points, but he lost some games due to which he was placed at the 2nd rank. We congratulate to all the winners for joining this tournament and collecting experience and winning the tournament. We also congratulate all the participants for gaining the experience, and this experience is going to help you to shape yourself in a good chess player in the coming tournaments, obviously. Thank you so much, Coach Neera Vishal, for tuning with us and making the stream a wonderful event for all of the viewers. The stage is yours. If you have to share anything from your side, you can.
So yes, it was a great time having in being in this stream, and congratulations to all the winners and to also the all the participants who have received so much experience by playing these games. As always, I say, please analyze your games with your coaches. Whichever game you think are the most interesting ones, put them forward, and also the lost ones. Give priority to the lost one games. Okay, please analyze your games and try to improve. Write down your mistakes in a notebook, and yeah, also don't forget to play regularly. Yes. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thanks.
One last thing to all the viewers who are still tuned in, please register for the tournament. Don't miss this once in a while opportunity. You are going to find the registration link in the description of the stream, and you can visit there. You can register yourself, ensure you have done it. There is no learning without losing, and this is a part of the game. Take care till then. Bye and have a great time. See you, all of you.
The roads we travel, the journey of our lives. Take another picture before we say goodbye. Arm in arm we're standing side by side. Memories fade but legends never die. One last time, let's live for something. I can feel my blood, it's rushing. This ain't goodbye, we'll be back someday. And we will find our own way. Take control of our fate. And like a car with no brakes, crash and learn, make mistakes. And we'll be back one day. I got dreams, wanna go fast. Know this energy's here to last. Not a glass half full, overflow that. Gotta keep your eyes up on the prize. Only got one life, so it's worth a try. To find what makes you feel alive, that's the only way to live it right. And now we're all doing our own thing, but I'll never forget our glory days. My mind is full of the memories, yeah. And I'll never forget what they meant to me. Don't worry, we'll be back one day to celebrate our glory days. Although it's over now, don't let it get you down. We'll be back around. For now we can feel some sorrow. A new day, it starts tomorrow. We'll wake up, new dreams to follow. A new goal and brand new motto. Last time, let's live for something. I can feel my blood, it's rushing. This ain't goodbye, we'll be back someday. And we will find our own way. Take control of our fate. And like a car with no brakes, crash and learn.